BlackRock Spot Ethereum ETF is now a reality. We've talked about the Bitcoin ETF so much at this point, but have really overlooked the actual straw that would break the camel's back, and that is an Ethereum ETF. And more broadly, major blockchain ETFs other than Bitcoin, a diversification among the ETF space and what's being done with traditional finance. Not just Bitcoin, diversifying across crypto. This is something that I've been waiting for a long time that is going to be the real spark of what the next bull run is going to bring. Obviously, Bitcoin ETFs are great, but when you diversify into Ethereum and you diversify into other main chains, that's where the real money is going to start to flow in because they want to be a part of the use cases being developed on these chains. All right, so we're going to talk about this a little bit today. Then I'm going to look at the chart because Ethereum is through the fucking roof right now. It's actually sucked the life out of a lot of other altcoins, thinking that money is going to be flowing to Ethereum rather fast. So let me dive into this, give you a little bit of a explainer, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So BlackRock's plans for a spot Ethereum exchange traded ETF have now been confirmed per a 19B-4 form filing submitted to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on November 9th, just the other day. The NASDAQ filed the 19B-4 form with the securities regulator on behalf of asset manager BlackRock for the proposed ETF called the iShares Ethereum Trust. The move signals BlackRock's intention to expand beyond Bitcoin with its ETF aspirations. Earlier on November 9th, it emerged that BlackRock's registered the corporate entity iShares Ethereum Trust in Delaware, the first hint that a spot Ether ETF filing could be imminent. And lo and behold, it was. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seyffert noted that there are at least 5 firms in the running to win the SEC's approval for a spot Ethereum ETF. Among them are VanEck, ARK, 21 Shares, Invesco, Grayscale, and Hashdex. Now BlackRock. Ethereum has spiked 8.9%. We're going to look at that in a bit, just over $2,000, getting back to yearly highs close to 2,100. If you look at that, what a day Ethereum had. Coming from the depths of hell, Ethereum was not looking too bright, and boom, it moved. So back at these top-end resistance levels, let's see what Ethereum does. But yeah, so it's huge news that came out the other day. It's not the first time that anyone has ever tried to file a spot Ethereum ETF, but the fact that BlackRock is doing it further solidifies the fact that a major asset manager like BlackRock sees the viability in doing so. And BlackRock's likely to get their Bitcoin ETF first anyways. So looking at the potential for Ethereum's price here, obviously it's shot up tremendously. Volume in crazy numbers in a very short period of time. Obviously, Ethereum has to get above 2,100. It has flirted with that in just the last 24 hours. But it's looking like it might if it can hold and continue upwards. Now, there's a bit of a consolidation zone that it broke through. It was hovering below for a while before there was some positive sentiment. And then the spot Ethereum ETF is what kind of sent it over the top. Now, there's no trend line that's really holding Ethereum up at this point. The one we had was clearly broken back in mid-August. But if we really want to try and get nitpicky and extend this out, you could say that we hit it October 12th, along with a lot of other altcoins in mid-October that have been doing very well since then. On the RSI, we're definitely overbought on the daily and through our Bollinger Band. So as of right now, Ethereum is seeing a parabolic rise, equivalent to what we saw back in March of this year. Does it hold? That's a good question, because it can easily pull back and retrace, and then all of a sudden you're not really seeing Ethereum break out. You're just seeing it consolidate again into a very large zone. So we could see, for example, something like this, where it gets overblown. Ethereum Spot ETF isn't ready yet, still waiting for even a Bitcoin Spot ETF, and Ethereum hovers in this zone and we do this shit. All right, so that's entirely possible. The other possibility is we chop and then pop. I'm thinking that is less likely here at the end of 2023. I think that there's a little bit more that needs to play out in terms of Ethereum's chart to stabilize the price. And it's not going to be just ETF driven, guys. I mean, there's no money being traded in this market. Everything's going into Bitcoin right now. Like, very little has gone into altcoins. If you think about it, like, this is the highest Ethereum has been on the whole year. All right. But in terms of where it needs to go, it's not even close. I wouldn't say Ethereum is back and bullish until it can get through 23. And it's still struggling to get through 21. So, Ethereum, altcoins, a long way to go in a very tight zone. This could easily pull back. It's done it twice now. It did it back August of 2022, in April of this year, and it's doing it again now. We'll see if it goes through. We'll see if it pulls back. But most altcoins have reacted the same way, have been in a very long consolidation pattern on the daily. All the money's going into Bitcoin. That'll eventually flow to altcoins, but don't rely on the ETF so much. So let me know what you guys think about BlackRock Spot Bitcoin Spot Ethereum. I'm getting used to saying that. Spot Ethereum ETF filing. I think it's very important. I think it's something that will lead to the next phase to kick off this next bull market. I think it's early. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, but this is a very good sign. So let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.